Good morning. Today I'm going to take you on our longest flight yet, a 230-mile round trip to the seaside and back. But first, I want to tell you a little bit about our chariot. This is Mike India, an Evektor EV97 Eurostar built in 2001 in the Czech Republic. The Eurostar is a popular little two-seater aircraft capable of flying for up to 4 hours with cruise speeds of around 80 to 90 knots, or up to 100 miles per hour. I'm one of a number of shareholders who fly the aircraft out of Gloucestershire Staverton Airport, and I absolutely love it to bits. Today I'm pushing the boundaries of my experience with a flight down to Sandown Airfield on the Isle of Wight. The weather is fine indeed, and it should take us around an hour and 20 minutes, all being well. Joining me is fellow shareholder and group trustee Andy. He has a wealth of experience flying Mike India, so it's great to have him with me, especially as this will be my first flight over water. You join us at the pumps at Gloucester. We've topped up the tanks and are just about to get underway. I'm still getting used to setting up the GoPro in Mike India, and I make a couple of errors today. The first is that I forget to tuck the audio adapter out of the way, so it's rather annoyingly in view for the first leg of the flight. Sorry about that. I'll tell you about the other mistake a little later.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I've got you.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, all good.
That's all good. Right, excellent.
It's 10 a.m. and already the sun is blazing down on us. Mike India has what I extravagantly call a fighter-style cockpit, which gives us fantastic views, but acts a bit like a greenhouse whilst we're on the ground. We grin and bear it as we taxi out to our holding point and run through our pre-flight checks. Soon it's time to make a departure out to the west on runway 27.
Clear for takeoff 27, Golf Mike India.
Planning a flight can be a bit of a lottery in terms of the weather, but today we've really hit the jackpot.
Bit of haze, but otherwise looks lovely, doesn't it?
Well, yeah. Very smooth.
Yeah.
You do have to watch out on days like these, particularly later on in the day, as the sun creates strong updrafts of warm air called thermals, which can create significant turbulence.
Probably get a bit bumpy later, I guess, with thermals warming up.
Yeah, on the way back it'll be, a bit more lively.
We'll see how that pans out later on.
I've been excited about this, Andy, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, good.
First long distance trip.
Yeah. First over water as well.
Yeah, overseas, yeah.
Yeah, almost.
That's how I'll sell it anyway.
Well, absolutely.
The route I've planned takes us around Southampton to avoid the busy commercial traffic. We do have to squeeze through a gap between Southampton and Farnborough airspace over the very popular Popham airfield, and things do start to get a bit busy.
They're quite slow, isn't he?
Well, yeah, we've been catching him up at a fair rate, so yeah, he is.
No, I've got someone coming in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dodge 'em. He's 300 feet below me. It's 2 o'clock now, can you see him? Another one straight.
Right. Well, I'm impressed with your eyesight. Yeah. What's your airspace?
He's turning now as well.
Yeah. He's losing height. He's going to go underneath the, that airspace.
We manoeuvre around a slow-moving Sky Ranger, who appears to be headed in the same direction, although he peels off to take a shortcut through Southampton airspace. He'll come back to haunt me a little later. As we emerge through the gap, we relax as we head out towards the coast.
When I took my son up, he opened the whole window half up
Right.
while we were flying, like very quickly.
Yes.
And then, I was like, bloody hell, what's happened?
Yeah, what's fallen off?
Don't do that again, please.
After what seemed like a very short period of time, we head out over the Solent. Over Portsmouth Harbour we get a spectacular view of Spinnaker Tower, and both the Royal Navy's aircraft carriers are in dock. What a treat.
There's one of the big aircraft carriers in.
Oh yeah.
You see the two towers on it, so it's, yeah.
As we close in on the Isle of Wight, I call Sandown and set up for the overhead join.
Sandown Radio, hello, Golf Sierra Hotel Mike India, over Portsmouth, request join.
Golf Sierra Hotel Mike Alpha Sierra Sandown Radio, good morning. Sandown is using runway 05 left hand, the QFE 1023.
QFE 1023 for 05 left hand, proceeding to an overhead join, Golf Sierra Hotel Mike India.
Descending into the circuit, we catch up with our old friend the Sky Ranger. He jumped ahead of us through Southampton airspace, but now we've caught up and once again we're struggling to keep a safe distance behind him.
Golf Mike India, descending dead side.
Mike India.
Maybe if I go a little wider, there's no
Yes.
noise abatement, is there?
No, going out to join the full circuit.
Yeah. Does look that way.
Yeah. Just be a case of following him.
We're a lot faster than him.
Yeah.
Golf Charlie Alpha, turning base like 05. Charlie for Roger 1.
Yeah, we're going to struggle to stay behind him, aren't we?
Package Julia runway.
You could always just bug out of the circuit and come back in.
Golf Sierra Hotel Mike India, leaving the circuit, we'll rejoin overhead.
Roger.
I could have slowed right down and stayed behind him in the circuit, but then my attention would be focused on avoidance, and at slow speed and low altitude the risk of a stall was too great. We depart the circuit, leave the Sky Ranger to it, and rejoin overhead a couple of minutes later. This time we make a hassle-free landing on the rather bumpy grass strip at Sandown.
Golf Mike India, welcome to Sandown, first convenient right.
That's right, Golf Mike India.
Yeah, it's bumpy.
Oh, yes. Right, well done.
We're here.
Despite the bumpy runway, Sandown is an absolute gem of an airfield, and very popular on days like today. We grab a banging bacon butty and have a look round the Aviation Museum, which is well worth a visit. After a break, we step back into the cockpit, and I fly us out to the west and then north towards Compton Abbas underneath Bournemouth airspace. Unfortunately, I don't have any footage due to a technical malfunction, but Andy took some smashing photos of the Needles as we passed over them at around 1500 feet. Compton Abbas is another corker of an airfield. Owned by film director Guy Ritchie, it's perched on top of a plateau south of Shaftesbury in Dorset. After a brew in the sunshine, Andy stepped into the pilot's seat to get us on our way back to Gloucester.
Right, okie dokes, happy?
All good?
All good.
Golf Mike India taking off.
The final leg of our journey takes us due north, up over Wiltshire and Gloucestershire, skirting the edge of the approaches to Bristol Airport.
There's the White Horse over there as well, on the hillside.
Yes, that's it.
Our route takes us over the White Horse of Uffington, and later over Highgrove House. I can't see the King in the garden, but I'm sure he's out there enjoying the sun. As predicted, the conditions have become quite thermic in the afternoon, which leads to a bit of a rodeo ride on the way back.
Interesting, we're just sort of, trip flight. We're going between 300 feet down to 300 feet up.
Here's all those thermals, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
One of the unexpected consequences of the thermals is that we have to keep an eye out for birds of prey soaring high on the towers of warming air.
Oh, another hawk.
Yeah.
Right off the wing.
Yeah, it's, 2,800 feet.
Goes to show what sort of thermals are around then, doesn't it?
Yeah,
They're getting up there.
Yeah.
It also plays havoc with my photography.
I wish you'd keep it still when I'm trying to take a film.
I'm sorry about that. Yeah, it's good illustration of how bumpy it is.
Other than dodging a few gliders who are out making the most of the weather, the rest of the flight passes uneventfully, and we're soon on the approach to Gloucester. The turbulent air makes for a rocky final approach, and we're thrown about a bit when we round out, but it doesn't faze Andy, and he gets us on the ground like a pro.
That was all a bit peculiar at the end.
Yeah, there was something
Yeah.
gusty or something, wasn't there? Yeah.
Uniform. I'm having an issue with the headset. Could you please repeat?
As we taxi back to parking, I'm still buzzing from the fabulous day of flying, and I will be for some time afterwards. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.